Hey guys, today I want to share with y'all the little things that I do on every single Monday, and this is going to kind of cover over some of the dailies that I do every day or the weeklies that I try to get done every single Monday. So let's go ahead and get started. As soon as I log into the game on the reset for Monday in the morning, which is at like 3 a.m. for Central Time, the first thing that I always do is I always go to this top left hand corner. I hit the share button on the emulator. I hit Twitter. And you don't necessarily need to share anything, so I'll just hit the little back button, and it's just for the first attempt for sharing, so you get 30 free gems. The second thing that I like to do is I'll head over to the dorm, and then I will go ahead and grab all of my hearts. Now, affection actually gives you a little bit of a stat boost. I believe once you hit like either 90 or 100 affection. And so I always farm affection for all of my dolls. Now, you can actually have 5 dolls in every dorm. Then you can have 10 dorms. So if you have 10 dorms and you got 5 in each, then you can be affection farming much quicker. However, I only have 6 dorms. And I think I maybe have like under 15 dolls left that aren't level 100 affection. Then after this, I like to go to the rescue station because I have mine maxed out. I like to see what little pets are here. So I don't want the pug, I don't want the serval, and I don't want the white dove. So I like to check this on the daily just to see if there's a new pet by any chance. After that, I head over to the factory. And because this is the beginning of the week, I actually do a heavy pull, and because I don't have set it yet, I will do, I think it's the micro recipe 8184, I think. Shotgun 8184, okay. And so I just do one pull. Depression. So I'll do that. Cry. Go get a tub of ice cream, cry a little bit, blow my nose, get the snot out, then eat some more ice cream, and then we go back to the rest of what we do. But because I'm doing a video, I can't go get my ice cream, so I just have to wait for that. The next thing that I'll do is I will always do 4 pulls for whatever doll that I want, whichever one that I'm missing. Because there is a general rate up coming soon, I am just going to do the bare minimum as possible. So I'll just let these run through. 25. Okay, so then typically I'd let them run through. But because this is a video and the dailies, you actually need to do 4 total T-doll productions. So I'll go ahead and do that again. Got another 40-minute timer. Also, another thing that I like to do for the dailies is, I don't think I have any, okay, I have a few dolls. So one thing that you need to do as well is you need to do 4 total enhancements. Now you can do the bare minimum of just doing rifles as long as they actually get increased on something. So I have one here. Man, I don't really want to, okay. Well, I got one there. Can I get accuracy off of this? Okay, so I got accuracy here. That's going to be 2 on you. Alright, this doesn't increase anything, and I'm not going to give up a core for that. So, just for the sake of video, I'll go 3 here, and then I'll go 4 right there. Then for the equipment production, it's the same thing as T-dolls. I do want to hit 4 equipment productions. Now, for me, I actually need to get some armor piercing ammo, so I'm gonna go with this recipe. I believe it's 50, 250, 150, 100. Now, this has a shot of giving me HV and AP ammo, but like I said, I'll take either one. Oh, we got a 55! Let's go, baby! That's what I like to see. I think that should be what I'm looking for. Yo, sure. Okay, that is awesome. So we did get a 5-star armor there. So if you do get a 5-star armor, you can just go through and run it back again. The only thing is, we do need to have 4 pieces of equipment to get rid of or to use for enhancement fodder. So I like to try to either save some from the day before, or I might pull like 1 or 2 extra. But because I got a 5-star, of course I'm not going to use that as enhancement fodder. So just try to get 4 pieces of enhancement fodder, and then we'll go on and save those for the next thing. But while we're here, we actually have to do 3 fairy pools for the weekly, and so I like to do that right now, so I'll go ahead and do that. Now if we take a look at this, I can actually go ahead and get the fairies that I'm missing here. The sniper fairy, artillery fairy, construction fairy, landmine fairy. I could go after those, but that's 2,000 all around. Like I said, with general rate up coming soon, I'm going to use this one for the sake of this video. But you do need to do 3 fairy pulls on the weekly, and that's what we're going to do right now. I do not quick produce these. I just let them go through. That's honestly pretty unfortunate. Wait, what recipe did I use? Did I use 500 all around? I'll have to go back and check. I like using 2,500, 2,100, and if I use that, then that's really strange because typically it does so well for me, and this is the first time that I've gone 0 for 3 in like ages. So yeah, whew, man, my heavies weren't good today, man. Maybe it's because I'm doing a video. Maybe y'all are bad luck, I don't know. Either which way, we did get a nice little equipment heavy production 100 times, so hey, you know, that's cool. Helps me recover for my cores and my equipment production tickets. So after we get done with the factory tab, the next tab that I like to go to is going to be the research tab. Now y'all should only have 2 of these unlocked, and that's going to be perfectly fine. I have 3 just for the sake of quality of life for me personally. Now with this, we actually have to do 5 skill trainings for our weekly. And so I'm just going to go ahead and set that up. You can do either fairies or you can do T-dolls. It does not matter. But you do need to have 5 for the week. So, you know, whether you spread that out or whether you just get it done immediately or as soon as possible. I am looking for particular dolls. Here we go. I want to do G17 because I need her for deep dive. I want to do UMP9, and I want to grab my other G36C. I need to grab you, because I'm going to have 2 G36Cs rolling in to the deep dive. So there are my first 3, then I'll have 2 more once these are all finished up, and then that will complete that weekly. This is going to be the enhancement daily, where I was talking about we need 4 pieces of equipment for enhancement fodder. So let's go ahead and show this very quickly. Now I'm trying to level up some AP ammo, so like I said, we want to have 4 pieces, so we'll hit 1, and you can see we do have a little bit of an enhancement. So we have 1 here, we have 2 here, 3 here. I always like to lock my 5 stars, so we'll do that. That was 3 for me right here, and then I guess I'm fine with getting rid of. Oh, I got a new TXO recently, so I could get rid of this. I guess I can get rid of a TXO. So I'll get rid of this. So this will be 4. So that's going to be our 4th equipment enhancement, so then we can move on. Next we have the equipment calibration. With this, I always try to get things that I'm using either right now or will use for ranking. So whether it be this crit scope, whether it be ammo, whether it be TXOs, whatever the case have you, I'm going to look for specifically AP ammo, because I'm going to be using AP ammo for my rifles and for my machine guns, and so I want to use that and equip those, get those max calibrated. So let's go ahead and do this. So basically with the calibration, you just want to hit it 5 times. Obviously you want to hope that you get there as quickly as possible so you can save your calibration tickets and your resources, but let's just go ahead and see what happens. So all right, so that's 1. I like to wait till everything goes through. So that's 1. We got 2, so we didn't hit anything, we missed there. We'll hit 3, didn't hit anything again. We'll hit 4, whew, didn't hit again, and then we'll hit 5, and we didn't actually hit again, so that's really unfortunate. Now sometimes I like to go overboard and just be like, yo, this is the equipment that I'm doing for the week, I'm gonna knock this equipment out, and then I'll just go until it gets fully max calibrated. But because I am low with 224, I am not going to touch any more of this. With fairies, there are fairy enhancements that you can do. I believe one of them is going to be increasing the star rarity of your fairy. So I'm going to take my defense fairy, because I know I can do that with the defense one because I have so many. Okay, so here's my defense fairy right here. Then I will take, which one do I want to get rid of? Assault evasion. What's assault do? Let me see real quick. All ally ARs. Yeah, let me get rid of that one. So doing this will get me from 1 star to 2 star, and then we'll go ahead and show you that right here. So it does increase me to 40%, not too shabby. Then for the fairy calibration, this is kind of like a luxury or like late game for your fairies. By no means am I anywhere close to late game on any of my fairies. If you actually take a look at them, most of them are going to be 1 star, except for this taunt fairy, this defense fairy, which you just saw, and then my command fairy, wherever it is at, right here. This command fairy right here. So basically the reason why I am not doing this is because it costs so many calibration tickets, and you have to do it 3 times for the weekly. I don't think it's worth it, especially for my low calibration ticket level, and just for look at the amount of resources that you have to spend. 600 on the first 3 and then 200 parts. That's absurd. So unless you have your fairy at, like, you know, whether it be level 70, you know, 3 star, 4 star, or, you know, if you're just insanely OP, you have it at 5 star, then you can go ahead and calibrate your fairy until you get the most optimal skill for it. But like I said, I don't mess with that right now. I'm way too early in the game for fairies, so I don't even touch that. So let's go ahead and go on to the next thing that I'll do. After I finish up the research tab, I'll actually head over to the shop. I like to grab the hearts from Kalina, so we'll just grab the 5 hearts. This will be 3, 4, and then 5. I'll also, just because it's this month we have basic, intermediate, advanced data, and then we have the batteries. I'm more looking at the data, not the batteries, so I will grab this real quick. Now, like I said, this is going to be what I do once the server resets at 3 a.m. in the morning Central Time. Once it hits 6 in the morning Central Time, I'll head back to the dorm, because now I can claim batteries from my friends. And so if I have a bunch of friends that have 10 dorms, I can get 10 batteries from them. If they have 6 dorms, you can get 6 batteries. So what I like to do is go through here and just go grab, you know, anybody 10 dorm. Now, I'm filming this like 3 hours late, so, you know, if I don't get a bunch of 10 dorms, that's to be expected. And that's just kind of what I'm looking at. So let's see, can I at least find one 10 dormer? Okay, so here we go. Linehead coming in clutch. So we get the 10, he has 10 dorms, I get 10 batteries from him, and then I will just go ahead and hit like, just so I can get my friend points, because I do want the friend points as well. So I will go through and do this 10 times. Also, there are 2 times that this does reset. If you just, you know, you can't make it because it's super early in the morning or the time is inconvenient for you, if you cannot grab the batteries at the 6 a.m. Central Time reset, you can actually grab it at the 6 p.m. Central Time reset. And when the time does change, whether we lose an hour or we gain an hour, so do your dailies. So when it was winter time and we were an hour behind, or we had, you know, we lost an hour for winter or whatever, however you want to state that, we actually had the 2 a.m. server reset, and then we'd have a 5 a.m. when we could grab batteries from our friends, and that was so nice, being able to do that. But because, you know, we're back in the normal time, it is going to be the 3 and the 6 a.m. Central Time for when these do reset. I'm just going and finishing through the last few of these batteries that I'm looking for, and then we'll move on to the next thing. So now that we have the 10 batteries from our friends and the 10 likes, we will go on to the next thing. Now, depending on what day it is, especially if it's a day-to-day, I'm always awake when server resets, so I can do a data bomb. I'll show that in another video, since it's not day-to-day today, it is Monday. But I always like to go through and hit these combat sims as soon as possible, so that way I can go ahead and knock out the 4 sims. Now, personally, I like to go after 1 advanced and then 3 basics for capsules, just so I can turn around and save up 6 sim for the data bomb. However, when the game has maintenance, because I play with a lot of fire, I actually turn around and like try to like, hey, 3 o'clock hits and maintenance is supposed to start. I'm still in the game. Let's see if I can run like 1 or 2 datas just to see what I can get out of it. And so I actually try and play with fire every single maintenance day. I don't recommend that because you could miss out and just start losing out on time. But I'll actually turn around and hit these combat sims as soon as possible in the morning. Then after we hit that, that is all I do for my dailies and my weeklies. That does not involve doing any questing, you know, whether it be killing people, whether it be running certain maps for specific things. So let's go ahead and check out what we have done. So we've produced the T-Dolls, we've done logistics because I just do those as they come. We have the T-Doll enhancements like we talked about, the 3 pieces of equipment producing them. Then we use 4 pieces of equipment, 4 pieces to produce, 4 pieces to enhance. We visited our friends. We did a weekly for the T-Doll Heavy. We did 5 calibrations, like I said. Then we did the 3 fairies. We did 1 fairy enhancement. And so let's go ahead and collect all. And this is what we're going to get. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we haven't done, right? So we haven't cleared any maps, which we do that with 0-2. We have to get more logistics, which is over time. We have to do repair dailies. Now, I will have a video for repair dailies of how you can do it extremely quickly. And trust me when I say, like, yo, I used to do it a different way. Like, this new way is just OP. So trust me, the repair dailies, you definitely want to knock those out. Combat sims, we'll do those later, like I said, just depending on the day. At least using 4 combat sims, whether they all be basics, just so you can get the combat sim and the token. You definitely want to do that. Using friend support echelons, you can do that in 0-2, 6-3N, wherever you're at. I always do 20 because I like the friend points, so I can get the live 2D base backgrounds. Other than that, I still collect friend points just for stuff in the future, but definitely hit that up as well. Then we'll take a look at our weeklies because we've done all of our dailies, right? Repair daily or repair weeklies, that's really easy. The normal machines, you can actually do that in 0-2. The humanoids, I believe, can also be done in 0-2, but they might take a little bit longer. One of these 2 takes longer than the other when you run it through 0-2. Boss types, you just go kill boss maps. Logistics, easy. Hunter battles, easy if you're doing 0-2. 20, you get that throughout the week. This is the 5 weekly skill trainings I was talking about. They're the combat sims for the week. Easy through the week, you get that done in 5 days. When it comes to these armored kills, 6-3N only provides 1 of these types of armor kill, I guess, points. But I believe 5-2 Night, Dumplings showed me a route that you can take to clear both of them, and then I'll show y'all that in the near future as well. And then last but not least, you see we got the fairy calibrations, which I am not doing right now. And then we have the equipment enhancements. This is how I run my dailies, you know, when the server resets immediately, or depending on what time it is throughout the day. That's how I do my dailies. This is how I tackle my weeklies. And, you know, this is something that, you know, whether you're just starting into the game and you don't really have like a kind of like a formula of how you do things, this is how I do my Monday formula. And then typically the Monday will carry over into the other days. You know, I might not hit the share every day because I only get it once per week, but you know, once you get into that flow, into that rhythm of how you like to do stuff, then definitely by all means do it. But this is just how I like to do my stuff, and that's just me. So that's all I wanted to do for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Good luck in deep dive because I'm sure it's coming very shortly. I'll see y'all on the ranking boards. Hopefully I get pretty high. I know I'll be Dumplings. I don't need hope or luck for that. But which way, that's all I got for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already and you want to see more GFL content, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Also, I am streaming at twitch.tv/Tuglow. You can see the times right below here on the webcam. And last but not least, if you do have Amazon Prime and you'd like to support me monetarily for free, you can do so with your Twitch Prime that you are given, and you can sub to me for free with your Twitch Prime or your Amazon Prime at twitch.tv/Tuglow. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate the support. Much love, God bless, and peace out.